Wolfgang, we back in this thing. Hey, what's good with it? Brand new video for y'all, man. Today I'm telling y'all a few ugly truths about dating apps for men because it's not the same. Like I think we all can agree, it's harder for men to match with a woman or get a woman out on a date, right? When it comes to those dating apps. As much as they be like, oh, it's hard for us too, it's easier for women, right? So I'm gonna give you a few reasons why it's kind of difficult for men, just in case you was thinking about hopping on a dating app. This is what you gotta look out for. All right. For one, it's 80% male on dating apps, right? So if it's 80% males on dating apps, that means it's going to be way more competition for you. All right. According to research, it says it's a 4-to-1 ratio, right? When it comes to men to women on there. So for every one woman, it's 4 guys trying to get her. Remember that. So if 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 a woman has 4 guys, mind you, they be having way more in their DMs. But if they got 4 guys trying to get their attention, then of course they're going to be more spoiled, right? They're going to flake on you more because they have options. They may not respond to you, right? Depending on if you stand out or not. See, here's the problem too. A lot of dudes don't know how to stand out when it comes to dating apps. Like when you messaging a girl. Because if you in competition with a bunch of dudes in her DMs, that means you got to be the one to stimulate her emotions through the text. So you must know how to text a woman. If you send a message on Tinder or whatever, and you like, "Hey, sexy, what's up?" or you say, "Oh, let's hop into bed," or some dumb like that, most likely she gonna leave you on red, right? She not gonna respond because she got a whole bunch of dudes saying the same thing, and you just fall in line and get lost in the shuffle. You gotta stimulate it, right? You gotta stimulate her. You gotta come at her in a different way in order to stand out. So that's one of the things about, these dating apps. It's way more competition for guys. It's way more dudes on there. All right. Another ugly truth is that 80% of your success as a guy, it depends on how you look. So that's why you wanna your profile pictures are very important because when a woman's just swiping, what she do? She just looking at how you look. They rarely read the bios. All right. You may get a few that read your bio just to see if you make good money. But it usually go based off the look. So that first picture, when she see you, right? Either if you attractive enough, and let's say you got multiple pictures, but let's say she see that first picture. If you're attractive enough, she like, okay, then she gonna swipe to the next pic to see if she's still attractive. If you are, okay, she may swipe. Now she may look down at your bio to see, okay, what he about. He good looking. Now let's see what he about, right? And then if she like you, she'll like you, or whatever, and you have a higher chance of matching. But it's all about what type of pictures you take too. I'm gonna tell you guys, never take like a bathroom selfie or a mirror selfie. We don't do that no more, right? That was high school. We grown over here. We're not taking no damn selfies. And another thing, guys think this is, oh, I'm gonna get hella girls doing this, taking pictures with their shirt off. Now, I'm not saying you won't get matches doing that, but the type of women you're looking for, they not gonna find that attractive. You may get a couple that just be like, oh, I like his body if you got a nice body, but you're not gonna find anything of substance. All right. And most of the people on dating apps are on there to find love, right? To find a relationship. Most of them, not all, most. So you gotta be careful about the type of pics you take, right? And I will say this: when you are taking your pics, it'll be nice if you take pics of you showing like what you doing. Like let's say you hiking somewhere or you on a trip or whatever. Those are good pics, right? Because it shows a woman that you have a life, you have hobbies, and you're interested, right? So that's always a good thing to do. Next, one thing you have to deal with is that women tend to chat for like weeks on end sometimes, with no intention of meeting up. So you got to be careful to weed those ones out. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. So let's say you match with a woman, right? You do the little opener, whatever. Hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. I say no more than 5 messages. You should get the number, elevate it, right? Try to get the number, because then when you get the number, now you can set a date and try to see her. See, if you don't get the number, if you don't try to elevate it, you're gonna become her pen pal. You're just gonna become one of 50 dudes that she texts when she bored, just to get some attention or some validation, right? So you don't want that. Again, you got to stand out. So the best thing for you to do is try to get some form, snap, a number, something, right? Something off the app, so you can plan a date. All right. You don't want to wait too long. You don't want to wait too long. Because mind you, why, if you wait, somebody else gonna elevate, right? While you wait, somebody else is on the date with her. You feel me? So you gotta be timely with this. Another thing is that you may get ghosted. Simple as that. You may get ghosted. You may think, oh snap, I really found a chick. We chopping it up, we talking, everything going good. Then out of the blue, she out, right? That's another reason why you got to get the number, right? If you can, you got to, because she could just up and ghost you for somebody else, and you ain't got no way to hit her up, no way to try to whatever. So you got to elevate things. Um, Another thing to be careful about is when you actually meet up with these women. Now, when you do get the number, another thing you should do is talk on the phone with them or FaceTime, because over text they could pretend to be anybody, right? They could tell you everything you want to hear, and it could all be lies. It could be a dude on the other side texting you, right? So you want to FaceTime, talk on the phone, something, because you got to get a good feel of her energy, of the vibes. You got to, because you'll end up meeting up with a person and not realizing she a scam artist, and then you get scammed. Now you sitting there looking dumb, feeling dumb, but it's because you didn't take the time to scout her out, right? You didn't talk on the phone with her. You didn't ask her questions. You didn't ask the right questions. You probably asked questions, but you'd ask the right questions to make her kind of explain herself about certain things. You got to, because women, they won't tell you anything, if you don't really make them or ask, right? And another thing, you want to be like on the phone or in person, so you could see their body language, or I mean, in person the body language, but on the phone you can hear in their voice, like if you ask them a question or something, right? You can hear if they lying, kind of. You could tell. You ask a question, she pause, or she gets shaky, you like, oh shit, right? So that's always key, because I promise you, I've seen it happen. You meet up with a woman, then you realize, for one, hopefully you could get catfish. Hopefully you don't get catfish, right? Hopefully she looked like the picture um on her profile. But two, she could be a stick up girl or a scam artist that's there to set you up. So you got to be careful about that on dating apps. It's a lot of scam artists on there that's just looking to come up, or it's women on there that's just looking for sugar daddies, and you don't want to be that either. So when you messaging a girl, never lead with how much you make, right? Don't be saying, "Oh, I'm a doctor, baby." Da 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 da. She gonna be like, "Oh, for real? Cool," because she gonna take advantage of your ass, right? So never lead with how much money you making or your financial situation. That should come way later, right? She'll find that out on a date. Once y'all on the date, all right. Don't do that to lead, because then that's how they point you out as a target and take advantage of you. All right. So hey, I think I'm gonna stop it there. Those are just a few ugly truths you're gonna have to come across on dating apps, but it's a few more. If you made it this far, I want you to put ugly truths, and let's like, comment, subscribe, and get this in the algorithm, because it's a bunch of dudes out here that's looking for love. And man, it's like, for one, if you're looking for love, you shouldn't be on the dating app. I'm gonna say that. If you're looking for love, don't be on no dating app. Find somebody in person. Go to the park, go to a grocery store, go out to social events, right? Meet people that way, because it's like going to the club to find love. You just gonna go to the club, meet somebody, and they're gonna be right back on the club. Usually, it's the same with a day nap. You meet somebody on the day nap, it don't work out, then you see them right back on the day nap. So that's not the best place to look, man. All right. Till next time. Is it?